Now the middle of the guitar fret often feels like no man's land, yeah? But there is a secret map hidden inside basic chords that you already play. And my goal today is to give you a GPS for your fingers on the D and the G strings. So instead of memorizing a massive list of the gazillion notes that we have up on the fretboard, we're going to use a simple physical twin shape to find the natural notes in the first 5 frets. Now once you see this pattern, the notes on the middle strings, and in fact on these top 4 strings, stop being a mystery. So there are 2 notes hiding inside your standard D major chord that are actually the exact same note. So we have the open D string, which is your 4th string, it's a D, and we have this note here. Now this is the B string, and where that 3rd finger is, that's a D note. So we have, whoops, 2 notes that are the same. These are our twins. Now to get from our first D to its twin, we move across 1, 2 strings, but we move up 3 frets. So there's the open D string, and we're going 1, 2, 3, and we've moved across, so here we are. Now on the thicker strings, the gap's much smaller, but here the guitar tuning shifts the pattern slightly, and our GPS needs a little recalibration. Now for these strings, the rule is 2 across, so from here 1, 2 and 3 up. Now because that gap is a little wider, I recommend using your 1st and 4th fingers as we move up the fretboard, as this stretch is a little harder with using your 3rd finger. So let's move this GPS up the neck. Now we're talking about natural notes, and these are notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are no sharps, there are no flats or anything like that. So if this were a piano, we'd only be playing the white keys. Now the most natural notes are, most natural notes are 2 frets apart. So to find this, here we are at D. So to find E, we take our twin shape and move it up 2 frets. So 1, 2. Now as I said, it's better to use your 4th finger from now on, because we've gone from this open string here on the D chord, and we are now moving up this nut 1, 2 by placing our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the fretboard. So we've gone up 1, 2 frets, and here we are. We are now at E. And as I said, it's easier to use your 4th finger than your 3rd, because that is a stretch. And so this is also good practice for just generally stretching your fingers. So we now have gone from D, E, and now we need to find F. Now to find F, we only move 1 fret, because these guys are close neighbours. They only have 1 fret between them. So we're going up 1 fret, so we've gone D, E, F. That is F there. So by using that 4th finger, you'll find that the straining to reach the note is not so bad. Now this works for the notes on the G string, the 3rd string too. Now if you play a standard G major chord, you have an open G string here, which is your 3rd string, and your finger here, I use the 4th finger, is on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and that's given you our twin. Okay, now it's the same 2 across, 3 up shape. So we're going across 2 strings, and we're moving from an open 1, 2, 3 frets up, like so. Now again, using that 4th finger is going to make the stretch easier when we move up. So we've gone from G, we want to find our A note, and this is up 2 frets. So 1, 2, here's A. Now, there is our 1st finger. Now the 1st finger has gone up 2 frets and it's replacing, it's like moving this part here of the guitar up 2 frets as well. So your 1st finger is now on the 2nd fret, and notice how the shape still works perfectly even though we've changed, we've moved up. So we have this nice twin sound. Now to find B, we go up another 2 frets. Here we go, 1, 2. So this is B. So we've gone G, A, up 2 frets, B, up 2 more frets. Now the last note we need to find is C. Now C sit next door to each other. So they're not 2 frets apart, it's 1 fret apart. So like that there. So we've gone up to the 5th fret with our 1st finger, and we're up to the 8th fret here with the 4th finger. So we've gone G, A, B, C. So to find C, we've just moved up 1 fret. Now remember, we aren't really trying to memorize the names. We're using this pattern, this 2 across and 1, 2, 3 frets up to help us locate where we're going. Now the goal isn't to be a human dictionary. It's about knowing that if you can find 1 D or 1 G, you can find its twin by moving this 2 across 3 shape up the fretboard. Now, so you've gone from feeling a little lost to having a functional GPS for the middle of the neck. So try this. Find the E note on the 2nd fret of the D. So, like that. There we are. Now, use your twin shape. So you can use your 4th finger to find its partner on the B string. And where is it? Boom. So we've gone across 2 strings, 1, 2, and we've moved up 1, 2, 3 frets, like so. And you found the note. I think one of the great things about the guitar is once you see these kind of physical patterns, the guitar fretboard begins making a little bit more sense. Now, a few minutes ago, the middle of the fretboard may have felt like no man's land, but now you've got a functional GPS to help you navigate and find other notes on the guitar fretboard. And if you want some personalized coaching to help give you a bit of a push, then I do one-on-one classes. Check the link down below. Okay, so we've done the D string and the G string. Now, to find the twins for the E major chord and the A major chord, so therefore looking at the E and A string, then click this link right here and it'll take you to that lesson. Thanks so much for joining me today. Happy strumming.